Have you ever seen someone who just seems to get better with age? Someone whose style is so uniquely their own, it becomes iconic. Today, we're talking about a true Hollywood legend, a woman who broke the mold and taught us all how to live life on our own terms, the one and only Diane Keaton. From her quirky laugh to her signature hats and turtlenecks, Diane Keaton is more than just an actress. She's a cultural phenomenon. But how did this shy girl from Los Angeles become a symbol of unconventional cool? Let's dive in. Born Diane Hall in 1946, her journey into acting wasn't exactly a straight line. She moved to New York City to study, working odd jobs and singing in nightclubs to pay the bills. Can you imagine seeing a future Oscar winner belting out tunes in a smoky club? It was during this time she adopted her mother's maiden name, Keaton, because there was already a Diane Hall in the Actors Equity Association. A small change that would soon become world famous. Her big break came on Broadway in the original 1968 production of Hair. Yes, asterisk that asterisk Hair. She was one of the few cast members who famously declined to appear in the nude scene at the end of Act I. Even then, she was marching to the beat of her own drum. But it was her next role that would introduce her to a creative partner who would change her life forever, Woody Allen. She auditioned for his play Play It Again, Sam, and despite being considered too tall, her incredible sense of humor won him over. This sparked one of cinema's most legendary collaborations and a real-life romance. When Play It Again, Sam was adapted into a film, Diane came with it. But their on-screen partnership truly ignited with the 1977 masterpiece, Annie Hall. The film wasn't just a movie, it was a revolution. And Annie Hall wasn't just a character, she was Diane Keaton. Woody Allen wrote the part specifically for her, even using her real nickname, Annie, and her original surname, Hall. The character's fashion sensed the menswear, the bowler hats, the neckties was all Diane's personal style. She showed up to set in her own clothes, and the costume designer, Ruth Morley, just said, "Let's go with that." It was a fashion earthquake. Suddenly, women everywhere were raiding men's closets, proving that style is about personality, not just following trends. For her unforgettable performance, Diane took home the Academy Award for Best Actress. But to think of Diane Keaton as just Annie Hall would be a huge mistake. She actively avoided being typecast. Think about her dramatic turn in the Godfather trilogy as Kay Adams Corleone, the moral center in a world of darkness. She held her own against giants like Marlon Brando and Al Pacino, delivering a performance of quiet strength and eventual heartbreak. The contrast between Kay and Annie Hall couldn't be starker, proving her incredible range as an actress. Then she took on another powerhouse role in the 1981 historical epic Reds, directed by and starring Warren Beatty. She played the radical journalist Louise Bryant, a complex, real-life figure. This role earned her another Oscar nomination and solidified her status as a serious dramatic actress, capable of anchoring a 3-hour epic. Throughout the 80s and 90s, Diane continued to charm us. Who could forget her in Baby Boom, juggling a high-powered career and surprise motherhood? Or her heartwarming performance as the matriarch in Father of the Bride and its sequel. She has this incredible ability to be both hilarious and deeply relatable. You watch her on screen and you feel like you know her. She feels like a friend, a mother, a cool aunt. And let's not forget the 2003 hit, Something's Gotta Give, starring opposite Jack Nicholson. Diane, then in her late 50s, played a successful playwright who finds love later in life. The film was a massive box office success and a cultural moment. It celebrated a mature woman who was smart, successful, and desirable. Diane wasn't just playing a role, she was representing a generation of women often ignored by Hollywood. Her performance, full of vulnerability and comedic genius, earned her yet another Oscar nomination and a Golden Globe win. Beyond her acting, Diane Keaton is a true multi-hyphenate. She's a talented director, a published photographer, and a passionate real estate developer with an incredible eye for design. She's authored several books, including a touching memoir about her mother. Then again, she's a woman of endless curiosity and creativity. One of the most inspiring things about Diane is her approach to life and family. She chose to become a mother later in life, adopting her daughter Dexter in 1996 and her son Duke in 2001. She has always been refreshingly honest about her decision to remain unmarried, saying she never found a partner who felt like an equal and a true home. In a world that often pressures women into following a traditional path, Diane has beautifully forged her own. And her style, it's only gotten better. Today, her Instagram is a master class in personal expression. The wide-brimmed hats, the full skirts, the chunky belts, the monochrome palette sits all unapologetically her. She's not chasing youth, she's embracing her age with joy and a sense of playfulness that's infectious. She reminds us that true style isn't about looking like everyone else, but about looking like yourself. Diane Keaton is a national treasure. She's an artist who has stayed true to her unique vision for over 5 decades. She's shown us that it's okay to be a little clumsy, a little awkward, and a lot yourself. Her laughter is legendary, her talent is immense, and her influence is immeasurable. She's the queen of unconventional cool, a style icon for the ages, and an inspiration to anyone who has ever dared to be different. So, what's your favorite Diane Keaton movie or moment? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this look at a Hollywood icon, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more stories like this. It really helps us out. We'll see you in the next one.